As you can see, the background is new. I am currently at our farm. This is crazy, our farm. I'm so excited about all the projects, the farming projects, the food projects, and yeah, you name it. And to be honest, I can't really understand that we're here at the moment. This has been a dream of mine for I don't know how long. We've been saving and saving, and finally we got the farm now. It's not a huge farm, but we got some houses, some land to farm, for some place with animals, and perfectly to start with. In the near future, I will be posting a lot on Instagram because we're doing a lot of renovation, farming, fixing the land to the way I want it, getting animals and so on. So if you want more that kind of material, check out my Instagram and it will be linked down in the description. We have been living in the farm now for, 3 weeks or something, and the beginning was of course a lot of problems, but everything is starting to become better now. At the moment we're heating the house up with our old Husqvarna wood iron stove or wood stove, which works great. And since we have this luxury to having this almost antique wood burning stove, I'm gonna cook old school Swedish meat soup today on the stove, with some meats and some really nice root vegetables. I just want to say I'm sorry if there's a little bit chaos at the moment. We're currently unpacking all our stuff, so bear with me. But let's stoke the fires now. And as I said, this is an old Husqvarna model 3027, I believe. And I'm really excited about this. And I'm going to give it a quick intro, and I will do another video explaining a little bit about this beautiful wooden stove. But to begin with, here's where the magic happens, or the burning happens, so to say. And I also have an oven with a temperature, which is really beautiful, which I have tried out only once. There will be new videos on that in the future, I think. Wood iron oven. It's a little bit dirty at the moment, so we're going to clean it up also. And also, I think I found an old manual on this. It's called like the house mother's favorite hatch or whatever in the manual. It sticks around, I don't know, 50-40 degrees. Perfect to keep something just warm and or maybe even slow cook it in it. We'll try that out later as well. Just ashtray, simple as that. And here is actually a water tank taking warm water in. This is empty and a little bit broken at the moment, so that will be a later project to fix that. And for those who are wondering what that is, at the top that's spinning, that's a fan that spins when it heats underneath, so it distributes the heat from the wood stove. But yeah, let's stoke the fires. So that will do it for now. Gonna open up so we get some more temperature and some more burning. So it's time to cut up the meat and start making the meat broth, I guess, or meat fond. And you guys know me and my apron. And I'm gonna get the meat directly. And yeah, just there is my phone just to see that the angle is okay, just so clear that out. Combine with this piece of meat. And the meat I like to use is more fattier part, but doesn't really matter. Soup, in this kind of traditional soup, is meant to use the root vegetables that you have left, the meat pieces you have left, and yeah, go with whatever meat you like actually. Fattier part is plus. What I'm gonna do now is just gonna at least I'm gonna try to cut around 1 centimeter slices. We'll see how that works out. And also I actually have some bone marrow that my local butcher had on extra price a few days ago in the freezer. Something like that to begin with. And you kind of want to have smaller slices now, because you don't want to make a stew. You're making a soup after all. And it's gonna shrink a little bit, so there is some shrinkage. This knife needs to be sharpened. I'm afraid it's packed somewhere, so I don't really know where my knife sharpener is at the moment. Something like this, around 1 centimeter cubic slices. There's no exact science, but smaller pieces is preferable here. Let's see if we can make some more efficient cutting here. And as I said, guys, it's kind of moving chaos at the moment, so my setup at the moment is this GoPro and this building lamp for, I don't know, $30. So I guess we're going DIY low budget style here for now. Kind of a lot of meat, but we will throw in a lot of root vegetables there as well. Let's try the other way against grains or muscle fiber. And I think if I was in a French kitchen now, I would get fired because it's not 100% all the slices. But I guess this is old school peasant food. Use whatever meat you have, use root vegetables from the farm, and just throw it on the old wood stove. And then you have a beautiful meat soup. The trick, or why you don't make this soup every day, it takes a little bit of time, because I'm not gonna use any fond or pre-made or bought actually fond or bouillon. this is gonna create the fond. So there. And as I say, sorry for the mess, but we're gonna go in with some water, and really, really cold water. Something like that to begin with. And throw it on the stove. Gonna throw in some salt as well. We can begin with something like that. And of course, you're gonna use the old wooden stove. And to explain this a little bit, what I'm gonna do now. This regulates the heat. Stenged is closed or stop, and it's open. And this is the big hot one, this is the more cooler big one, and this is a small hot one. So I'm not 100% used to it, but we're gonna try to control the heat. So I'm gonna begin to give it a quick boil, then skim the scum off, and then gonna move it to the more slow boil or slow simmer. And I think we need to put in some more. And yeah. And while this is simmering, we're gonna clean off the cutting board. And we're gonna pick up the root vegetables. And I know, guys, you're not supposed to clean this like this, but this is old and broken, so I'm actually gonna throw it away or make something else out of this. This is... What? There we go. Now it's perfect to have one of these. Let's get the root vegetables. Okay, so here you kind of use what you have. I have some actually leek. This looks good. Have some nice carrots. Some... Need to check this up, what the name is. Some onions is always good. Whoops. And yeah, potatoes is never bad. You can actually use this as well. We have our array of root vegetables and yeah, one onion. Gonna check on the soup or the broth. It's starting to heat up, and some scum on the top is starting to establish or come through, so that's good. We're gonna skim the top layer off. It looks good. And as I said, I'm getting used to it. I'm not there yet. And for those who've been wondering what this is a fan that blows air. So I'm actually gonna do a little bit, I'm gonna do that. So the steam from the pot is gonna go up and gonna go through up to the fan over there. So while this boils up, time to cut up everything. And let's start with some carrots. What? And as I said in previous videos, and here as well, you kind of want to make smaller sizes so everything in the soup has around the same size. I am, well, yeah, so try at least. It's nothing gonna happen, and the taste won't be any different, but you're gonna end up with a different consistency. Let's put them in there while and I'm making a really, you could say, rustic version of the soup now, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm putting it here, it's clean, and I'm gonna throw it in the pot after that. And by the way, do anyone want to have a tour of the farm? See what kind of buildings we have and what kind of land we have? You can write the comment down below then what you want to see and what you like to see on farming related stuff on my Instagram in the near future. I think actually that is good enough. And we need to clean this off, and I hate peeling stuff. Ah, fuck it. Ja, där är Peter. So, I think this is called parsley root. It's a really common root vegetables here in Sweden. Whoops. And of course, I'm gonna save all of these scraps to our compost, which I'm very proud of that I have newly bought. Something like that. Let's check out the soup after this. One thing that I've found out that's really good with the wood burning stove, that you can hear how high fire it's burning. If it's roaring, then you need to go and watch it because it's probably too high. Let's see. Yeah, starting to develop and starting to boil up, so I think actually I can hire. So now it's half open, half closed, so in the middle, so a little bit more airflow. Let's go with maybe one is enough, and I can save. I can actually save that one. And if you've been to my channel before, I like it kind of roughly chopped, so there's no really need. There's no really need to do it that thin, but if you want to have, I kind of want. This has a. It's like a carrot, but more peppery, I would say. And this bad boy I made a mash of in another video, but you can search out in the channel. I'm just gonna use. Maybe that's good enough. And this has such much thicker peel, so I'm actually just gonna roughly chop this up. And it's already cleaned from dirt, so yeah, nothing gonna happen if there's some peel in. But just for good measures, it's good and clean up. And the thing we actually gonna do is we want to... Oh, that's actually good. And same here, you can remove the peel if you're, I guess, sensitive. I like to have the peels on. Don't matter that. I think actually 2 potatoes will be enough. And actually we got plans to buy chicken. We actually got a chicken house, an old one. So we want to renovate that and buy some chickens soon. So we will have fresh eggs and nice fresh organic chicken meat as well. Whoops! Yeah, now it's looking really disgusting, so it's time to remove some scum. I'm actually gonna have add this one is good for that. And this looks really nasty, I know, but actually we can actually lower the stove a little bit, I think. This tool was actually really good. I guess this is called slow cooking or slow cooking TV. Let's lower it down a little bit and give it a stir. We're gonna actually scum it one more time before we add in everything. How's the fire doing? Can actually add in. You are the chosen one. So as I said, this will go in the beautiful broth with the meat after it's been simmering. So no stress with this, and we're gonna do the dishes. And yeah. And yeah, this beautiful vegetables will go into this. slowly simmered bone broth. I guess this is almost like a Swedish version of a pho. I can't really pronounce it, but Vietnamese pho. Already looking really beautiful. Actually, I forgot. We want to throw in some bay leaf. Goodness gracious. Almost forgot. Let's throw in 3 bay leaf as well. Let that simmer. And yeah, we're gonna remove the bones afterwards, but for now we're gonna have them slowly simmered in to release all that beautiful nice fat and flavor. So I guess we see you guys in 1.5 hours. So around 1 hour has passed and it's time to throw this in. Woohoo! Looking good. We can see that the bone marrow has been released and it's, yeah, looking really good. I'm actually gonna remove the bones because they made their job already. It's possible. 1. Don't want to waste any meat. Beautiful. It's tender, but it's not, I don't know, pulled beef. And I actually forgot something. We need to throw in 2 cloves of garlic as well. Something like that. Let's make the magic happen. Oops. Ooh. Let's make the magic happen. And now we're gonna simmer this for 30-ish minutes. Then we're gonna check on the stove if it needs some more wood as well. Oops. And before we think we're gonna add some extra water there as well. But first I think we're gonna need to add some more wood. And actually the old man who lived here before, we got a lot of extra wood from him, so this is actually free wood, or wood that came with the house. I think that's a good start. We can hear that nice fire starting to stoke up. Oop, don't do that. There's something. And we're gonna add some extra water here. Always cold water, and it doesn't matter. And to save dishes, I'm gonna use the same pot as I put the skim in. There we go. And actually we're just gonna add some spices now as well. All the vegetables. We'll add a nice vegetable broth or fond to it. And the spices we're gonna add, let's see what we have. We're gonna add some allspice. And this is kind of a really Swedish way. I'm gonna add 3, 4, whoops, 5. This is stupid. Yeah, I got it. And we're also gonna add some, I think I have some white pepper somewhere. Yeah, here we go. As I said, in the moving, it's kind of chaos moment. Oops, not that much, but quite a lot of white pepper. And we're also gonna add some thyme, oregano, rosemary, could be also actually, basil, salvia, dragon. Here we go, thyme. And quite a lot. And actually we're gonna have some parsley, and I don't have any fresh parsley, but we're gonna add a generous amount of frozen parsley. Something like that. And now we're gonna give this a quick boil up and then put it to simmer so the vegetables will be ready. And after that we're gonna also give it a taste test to see if we need to add some extra salt or some other spices. Let's see how the fire is doing. Yeah, it's doing really good. So see you in 15 minutes. Around 30 minutes has passed and it's ready for tasting. Woo. Looking mighty fine. Let's do a taste test before. Really hot though, but such a deep flavor from the meat and the bone marrow, and really great vegetable, garlic. Yeah, I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. And when making a soup, you need to be kinda careful, because when you're making a sauce, you're tasting the sauce, then you want to add much more salt and pepper and everything. But with the soup, you're gonna eat only the soup 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. So when tasting a soup normally taste it 4, 5, 6 times, many times, because then you feel, okay, no, I get enough salt, or if I don't get enough salt, I need to add some as well. Time for the taste test. I actually don't have any soup spoons or soup. Oh, that broth. This will be the hard bread sandwich. Oi, 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 oi. Let's put the lid on here again. Ooh. Let's taste the broth again. A deep meat flavor, but also nice freshness from the vegetables. Yeah, just beautiful. So traditional Swedish meat soup made on a wood stove. And yeah, I guess this is the end of this video. If you like this video and like the new style of video I'm making at the moment with a more point of view version, comment down below. I really appreciate it. And as always, if you find this video interesting, I'm posting new videos every week, so make sure to subscribe, leave a like and comment down below. And as always, I see you in the next one.